All right, so for our first set of examples, we're going to be writing an equation from a graph. And you're going to have to forgive my drawing skills and pretend that we have two perfect ellipses. And this is why I'm not the art teacher. So, and again, this line was just me messing up trying to make my ellipse. So just kind of ignore this part. So to write an equation for an ellipse, we need the center, we need our A value and our B value. And we need to know which direction that it's going to go. So the direction is always determined by which way the ellipse is longer. So this one's easy to tell. So it's longer horizontally. So that means that we are going to have a vertical ellipse. So when we are writing our general equation, we are going to have x minus h squared and then y minus k squared equals 1. So since it's vertical, that means that our larger number goes underneath the y term. So this will be the a squared, and then the shorter one goes under the x. Okay. So again, we need to find h and k, and then a and b, and we're just going to substitute it into this formula. Okay. So if we start, we can find the length of our major axis. So if I just count, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that means that we have 2a equal to 10. So that means a is 5. Okay. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's our minor axis. So 2b is equal to 6. So that means b is 3. Okay. And really, if I just draw a vertical line connecting these, where those and a horizontal line connecting the co-vertices, where they intersect, that has to be our center. So our center is going to be at 0, 0, which is our h and k. Okay. So now we have all the information that we need to write our equation. So I'm going to grab a different color here. So since h and k are 0, when we substitute that in, it's just going to simplify to be x squared over a number plus y squared over a number equal to 1. So a squared, so that's 5 squared, so 25 goes under the y, and then b squared is 3, so that will give us 9. So this would be our final answer for the equation part. And just for practice, since we have a picture to look at, if we were going to do domain and range, so if we start with the domain, remember domain is this way. It's going to be between these 2 points. So it's going to be from -3 to +3. And then our range is vertical. So it's going to be from -5 up to +5. Now again, our question didn't ask for this, but just for practice, again, since we have the picture to look at, that's how we would figure out domain and range. Now on this one, when we look at it, so I'm actually just going to start by connecting the vertices together. So I'm just going to draw this horizontal line here. And then if we connect these together, so again, here's our center point without having to do a whole lot of math. So now what we want to do is we actually want to figure out which way it's longer so we know if it's going to be vertical or horizontal. So I'm just going to count from the center to one of the vertices. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this has a length of 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this one has a length of 7. So that means that this side is also 7. And then this is going to be 6. So it's going to be longer horizontally. So what that means is when we're writing our equation, so again, our general one would be x minus h squared over a number plus y minus k squared over a number equals 1. So since it's horizontal, that means that the larger number has to go underneath the x term this time. So a squared is going to be underneath the x term, and then b squared will be underneath the y term. We've actually already found a and b. So a has to be 7, and 6 has to be b. And then we also found our center, so we just need to identify what this point is. So it's at 1, 2, 3, 4 for the x. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So -6 for the y. So again, this is h and k. So now we found all the information that we need. So we should be able to start writing our equation. So again, we'll have x minus h, so that's 4, so minus 4 squared over a number, plus, and then y minus k, so since we're subtracting a negative, we're going to add, so plus 6 squared over a number equals 1. And then our a squared is going underneath x, so 7 squared is 49. And then we'll have b squared, which is 6, so 36. So this is our equation. And again, just for practice, if we do domain and range real quick. So again, domain is this direction. So at this point, the x value is negative 3. So it'll be negative 3, negative 6. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this one is at 11, negative 6. So that means our domain is going from negative 3 to 11. And then the range is vertical. So this one would be at 0. So 4, 0. And then this one down here is going to be at 4. Let's see, that was at negative 6. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Negative 12. So our y's go from negative 12 to 0. So that would be our domain and range if we are asked to find that. Alright, so in our next set of videos, we're going to be given some different information, asked to do the same thing.